Good morning, everyone. Well, that's it. Christmas, New Year, it's all over and done with now for another year. Back to work on Monday for me. Lots of comments this week. Apologies that I haven't replied to a lot of the comments. I have read them all. Read the last of them this morning. Been a busy week, running about. And I went to get bread and milk yesterday because they've given snow this weekend, haven't they? For most of the country, they've given snow. And we can't survive without bread and milk. If ever there's a nuclear attack, we might survive the actual blast. But if we haven't got bread and milk, we're doomed after that. We're never going to survive. What do you want for dinner, love? I'll have bread and milk, please. When does that ever happen? Well, there we are. I suppose we'd have toast and a cup of tea, which is the same sort of thing. Right. Where am I? So, 9 coordinates submitted by you guys, so thank you for that. Let me draw some lines here. In fact, I want to show you something. The first cross I put in last week, my rushed cross, was, you can just see a flash in there. If I hover over the ticket on the right, it makes the cross flash. I've already done the average. I've clicked on the average so I can see where it is. So if I close up on the average turns out to be right next to my cross. It's the nearest cross to my cross, turns out to be the average. But we'll come to that in a second. So I'm obviously going to stay in that area because there's a little bit of a cluster there as well. So which made sense. It's a tricky one because I think this guy at the front here could be looking. It's deceiving. He could be looking as far right as these. I can't see he's looking as far left as that one. I tend to go with this cluster up the middle here. Makes sense to me. But then again, when it comes to the judging, they could see it completely different, and they'll all be over here to the right, or all be over there to the left. Anyway, let's draw some lines from his eyeball up there, and let's use his other eye across there. So quite a wide spread there, considering how close it is to his head. There's quite a wide spread there, and this guy at the back, he also threw me as well because I didn't think he was looking particularly high, but I went higher than I thought it should be to allow for the judges. Now he's a lot further away from the ball, and yet the crosses from you guys gives him a much narrower spread. And if that top one wasn't there, the top was quite feasible, I'm not saying that, but if the top one wasn't there, it'd be a really, really narrow spread from this guy. So everybody seems to think this guy's looking in a direction. Of course he's looking in a direction. What a daft thing to say. But yeah, we're very much split on where this guy in red is looking. But like I said, where I put my first cross, the average turns out to be right next to it. So I'm going to get rid of those crosses, sorry, not the crosses, I'm going to get rid of those lines and put a big white cross through it so we can see where the average is, even though we already know. So there we are. So it's about there, right in the centre, as it should be. It's an average, and right next to my cross. So I may juggle it about a bit by a couple of pixels. I'm always reluctant to move it, even though I do move it regularly. I'm always reluctant because I've seen many times people say, if I hadn't moved my cross, I might have won. And of course, being so close to where the average is at the moment, I am very reluctant, but I might move it in a few pixels either way. I don't know. I'll reevaluate it because I find this guy, the friend in red, really confusing. It's hard to tell because I'm trying to look at a 3D sort of angle, and it is, the way he's looking with his eyes turned so far to the left, the ball is between him and us. So it is a confusing one. So it could be absolutely anywhere this week. But there we are. But that's what I'm going on that one. Right. Let's jump to Recomps. Now I'm cutting back this year. I say this every month, but I'm definitely cutting back this year, and I'm probably only going to play for bigger cash prizes. I've got one on. Of course, I've got one on this £1 million now, and that's only 52% sold so far, and the draw's tomorrow, but that'll sell a lot more. If it doesn't sell out, it'll sell a lot more by tomorrow, because there's always this last minute rush. Have got one on this Jeep, and I wasn't going to bother. The only reason I did is because this freebie popped up yesterday, the Friday freebie. And if you win this Friday freebie, it's a lot of tickets, mind. is £1,000 a month until April. So it's £4,000, £1,000 a month for 4 months. But if you spend more than £5 with the same order, they'd give you £1,000 for 12 months. And I thought, oh, okay, I'll spend a fiver then because I got nothing on Monday's draw. So I just spent a fiver on his Jeep, which is being drawn today. That's a £55,000 cash alternative. I don't want the Jeep, but £55,000 would be handy. But it is near enough 20,000 tickets. So that's the only reason I've got one on this Jeep, was because of this £1,000 a month thing, which is also drawn tomorrow. So it'll be an interesting draw tomorrow to see £1,000 a month for 12 months and the £1 million draw. I may well watch it because someone's going to win £1 million. They're going from, they may be penniless. It's after Christmas. They may have no money left. They spend all their money, used up their credit card limit, and then all of a sudden, overnight, they just become a millionaire. Superb. Hope it's me. So Monday's draw, let's pop down and have a look. I've got nothing on here at all. There's nothing on there that I fancy. I didn't fancy the van. The tickets were too expensive on those and that. And I just don't like this Mercedes A-Class anyway. So I didn't bother with that. So I got nothing. Auto draws. There's only 2 on there at the moment, and that's the Jeep that's out today. And this Peugeot electric thing. But the Peugeot's only 2,000 tickets, but £15 a ticket, so I didn't bother with that either. So basically, the only thing I've got is the £1,000 a month and the £1 million, which is tomorrow night, and the Jeep for today. Other than that, I've got nothing else on Recomps. But it was the end of the month earlier this week, wasn't it? So it's the Autotrader electric car giveaway, which this month is an Moda E5. Yeah, I've never heard of it either, but it's one of these Chinese ones that's recently hit the market. I don't know anything about it. I don't know the range or the power or anything at all, but it's free to enter. They do it every month. We do it every month. I've already entered it. And when you scroll down, it gives you up to £1,300 towards car insurance, and it'll fit an electric charger for you. So there it is. First giveaway of 2025. You may not have heard of Moda yet. It's one of the latest Chinese brands to come to the UK, with others such as BYD, which I think is short for Build Your Dreams, the GWM Aura, and the MG. Yeah, because MG was taken over by a China company years ago, wasn't it? So yeah, know nothing about it. But this month as well, they're also doing a electric bike giveaway. A Turbo Levo SL Comp Alloy Electric. It looks quite nice, actually. Looks like it's got that fancy suspension and gears, and it'll be electric. I can't see the battery though. I suppose the battery's built into there. I don't know if it's removable, so you can take it in the house and do it. And it hasn't got any pedals. How are you supposed to pedal that? Of course, I'm joking. It'll come without pedals. You have to attach them like mine did. So there we are. That's all I've got for today then. So hardly anything on. To sum up, I'm near the average anyway on BOTB. I've hardly done anything on what's it called, Recomps, because there's nothing there that caught my eye, and I'm definitely cutting back. Although I will be looking forward to tomorrow night for the £1 million draw or the £1,000 a month, and then it's the electric car giveaway and electric bike giveaway on Autotrader. So enjoy your weekend then, guys. Good luck for Tuesday, and I think a lot of us are back in work on Monday. Oh, I should imagine a lot of you went back to work last Monday, but after having 2 weeks off now, I know I'm going to have January blues, Monday blues, all the blues on Monday when I go back to work. Alright, cheers everyone, enjoy your weekend, stay safe in the snow and the ice, and good luck.